1, 2, fuck you.
All hell, rap motherfuckers get back, snort rails. Kick back with a six-pack, yeah, he gon' do what he want, leaving others impaled. Our podcast levels far beyond that. This ain't no bullshit, it's marsh pits and all that. Real talk with a still got tasted. Red sticks, spill jizz on your faces. Gone ape shit, blaze it and take it in. Rap talks with crack rocks and gin. Metalheads unite with a grin. Goddamn master man, that's real shit now. So open up your mind to smoke a bowl. A bunch of potheads getting stoned, you know how it go. It's the new show on the block. 100% uncut rock top.
Hey everybody, did you like that song? You like that cool 45 seconds? Well, that motherfucker is in the studio today. That's right. Today my special guest is Skribbal, a.k.a. Gabriel, a.k.a. Fat Fuck, Dumb Shit.
Oh.
No, actually, you're one of my best friends, and I love you.
That was
dude.
rude. You know I'm sober, motherfucker.
No, yeah, exactly.
Start with the insult.
No,
I'm going to take that fucking beer right there.
Start crying. No, making fun of me. Yeah, so welcome to the fucking podcast,
Thank you.
dude.
I love the podcast. I'm your number one fan.
Oh, you're probably my only listener, too.
I see it by the SoundCloud numbers, sir.
Exactly. I knew that was you just playing it all 31 times
Yep.
or 40. I don't even know how many's on there. But welcome, everybody. Today we are talking about fucking rap, fucking drugs, fucking
Did you say drugs or jugs?
both.
All right.
I said it all in once.
I love both.
But anyway, dude, so let's get started. How did you, get started on your rap career? You know?
We're not going to start of how we met and all that shit. Come on, people want to know.
No, we're not dating.
Nobody wants to know. Okay.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear
All right,
about that
fine.
shit. Like,
all right. You know, I
leave-
listened to the
leave-
first
leave our-
episode. I thought I would get the friend treatment, but apparently.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you want to start off with that,
No, I don't.
do you even remember how we met?
In school.
That was it. Yeah, real fucking awesome story. Yeah, so I was walking down the hall. This fat guy bumped into me. I was like, "Yo, motherfucker, watch out!" He was like, "Hey, man, nice shirt. I love Megadeth."
I just remember. Yep. I just remember fucking Metallica versus Megadeth. That's how we met.
Yeah, that's actually. I think that is how we met.
Yeah, and many
in high school.
arguments.
Yeah.
And I eventually persuaded you to the Megadeth side. But
Actually, it was not you that persuaded me.
I don't know about that. I persuaded a lot of people.
You persuaded Justin, that was for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
Justin. Fucking hook-nosed Jew.
Jesus.
We're off to a great start. So
Awesome
far.
start,
Fucking
yeah.
The racial shit is already here.
Fat bashing, drug bashing, and it's just fucking let's throw in Jews in there.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway, so like I said, take me through the early days of Skribbal. Well, because I know the early days of Skribbal.
Do ya?
Yeah, the sunshine, fucking Christian rap.
And that's why I
over
was
here.
scared to do this podcast. The only one who knows.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so obviously nobody knows this, but when you started out doing your whole rap thing, you were a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
How fucking tough is that, everybody?
It's really tough when you don't believe in God.
Exactly. What is that even? What is that tattoo that you have on your arm too? What is that again?
This is it's two hands praying, and originally there was no blood or anything on it, but I was 16 and I told the tattoo artist, just cover the shit in blood. And the only way that I was allowed to get a tattoo, my grandma paid for this tattoo. Isn't that fucking gangster?
That's awesome.
That's OG shit right there. And she's all, well, you have to get a Bible verse. So I'm like, all right. So I went through the fucking Bible, and I may have Googled it. I don't know if I actually went through the Bible.
I read the whole Bible just so I could get this tattoo.
So, you know what? I did Google it because I remember searching music, the Bible. And so I found like the one scripture in the fucking Bible that was about music, and it says on my arm Psalms 33:3, and I still have no idea what it means or what it is. I can't quote it. People have asked me like, "Oh, what is that?" And I have to say, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Do you know? Have you read the Bible?
So,
So okay, so you had to do Christian rap because of your grandma, pretty much.
yeah, my grandma.
Like-
Well, after my grandpa passed away, my grandma got cancer. So the cancer made her ultra religious, right?
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to fucking be Limp Bizkit. I wanted to be fucking Kid Rock. I wanted to be fucking Eminem.
So you were obviously born in the 90s.
Yes, obviously. So that kind of, she would, when I'm recording at my house, I can't, I would try and record shit with cussing in it and just try and be a vile little shit like I really was. But she would come in my room and berate me. And so, and I'm not going to lie, like I did get into a lot of Christian rap and fucking shit like that, but
who's a Christian rap artist?
Nobody that anybody would know. So yeah,
nobody important.
Nobody important, that's for sure. Nobody that truly influenced me like on a fucking level where I'm at now, But yeah, so I did Christian music because it was the only thing I was allowed to do. So I would, and I'm not gonna lie, like I did try. I was a fucked up kid, and I came from a lot of fucked up shit. So as a teenager, I would try to go to church and I would try to pray and believe in God and all this shit, but it just never stuck. So
fucking religion, man.
So I would go to church and I would be at home and I would pretend to be a Christian, and then I'd go to school and you know me. It just never worked out. I could never stick to the shit, especially in high school.
Yeah, okay, and then the one thing I actually really don't know, how did you even come up with the dumb fuck name like Skribbal?
I didn't. Miss Jensen did.
Miss Jensen?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
She's the teacher that died, right?
Yeah,
the Asian teacher.
yeah,
she was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
she got into a car crash.
Yeah, she did, because I would sit in that class and I wouldn't do shit but scribble lyrics down, and she started calling me Skribbal.
No way.
I swear to God. And I had a lot of names before that.
So then why do you spell it, for people that don't know?
Because I'm a retard.
He spells it Skribbal. Skribbal.
Yeah, Skribbal.
Skribbal.
Yep.
Why?
Because I'm a rapper, and you have to fucking be unique with your fucking name, and you have to spell it incorrectly, because that's what rappers do. So, hey, before that I was White Boy with a W-H-I or W-H-Y-T-E. B-O-I.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Scribbal's a lot better.
Yeah, dude, I used to, at Gidley, in fucking 7th and 8th grade, I remember taking, and mind you, this is 2007, 2006, all right? Cassette tapes were already out of fashion by fucking 15 years, all right? I would take a cassette tape. I had a karaoke machine, and I had a fucking a keyboard, right? And I would play beats, and I had 2 mics, and I would put a mic over the keyboard,
oh my God.
and I would have a mic that I would rap in, and I would press record, and I would take this shit and give cassettes out to people, and everyone, even at that time, people were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, actually, my very first memory of you is when you tried out for the talent show.
Yeah.
That was, God. And then everybody.
Yeah, that was my song "Freak."
Dude, everyone thought that was so sick. I was like, "Oh, it's a white boy rapper."
Yeah, dude, I remember everyone was like, "Oh my God, you have to do it."
And then come the day of the rehearsal, because if you don't know this, obviously, at the Gidley Talent Show, you tried out, and if you made the show, you had 1 day of stage rehearsal. Mm-hmm. Like, it was up to you to find your own time and everything. And the 1 day of our stage rehearsal, you didn't even show up. Like, no. I remember Miss J, she was all excited and was like telling everybody, and then you didn't even fucking bother to show up for the rehearsal.
At a young age, I started not sticking to my word.
Even back then, you weren't reliable.
No.
But yeah, dude, I remember
I totally
that.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that was my song "Freak." I remember that for some reason. I don't know why, and that's one of the songs that I made on my keyboard and I put on the cassette tape. Wow.
Yeah. Fucking nice, dude. All retro with it. We're throwing it way back.
Yeah, dude. I would fucking I would make individually every cover by myself. I would draw out some shit, and I remember I took like 10 cassettes and I gave them all out, and I would love to get my hands on one of those things, because I would love to hear how fucking terrible it is. But everyone immediately threw it away at lunch.
All right. Anybody, because I'm pretty sure the only people that do listen to this are old people we went to school with. So if anybody has one of those cassettes,
God. I'll give you like
let
$1
us know.
for it.
Yeah.
I'll whip out my cassette
100% profit from what it was worth, free.
Yeah. Yeah. So. yeah, going back to the Christian rap thing. So yeah, at that point I started doing Christian rap because my grandpa died. That was 2007, and I eventually, I actually did a lot of shows at churches, which is fucking really weird. But I had like packed shows. Fucking Christians will buy anything. All right,
anything that has to do with God, they will be there.
Yeah, I sold a shitload of fucking CDs and fucking, every church show I would do, I would sell fucking 25 to 50 CDs.
How much were you selling them for?
$10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So I was making money and blowing it like a motherfucker already on weed.
on your already bad at the time habit.
Yeah, the beginnings.
So, all right. So you said you wanted to be. Is that really the only reason why you chose rap? Was because you wanted to be like Chris Rock and Fred
Chris
Durst?
Rock?
I mean, Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Yeah, it is because I was never into rap. You know
Really?
me.
Yeah.
You know me, and it's even weird to talk to you and talk to.
How do you choose rap but not be into
I got
rap?
into rap because of Limp Bizkit, because I was a metalhead. And what's so funny is, dude, I remember when I was like 9 years old, my best friend Brett loved Limp Bizkit. All right, but
I love Limp Bizkit.
I hated Limp Bizkit when I was young, dude. And I had no reason to hate Limp Bizkit, right? the only reason I did.
Wait. I'm not gonna say that there's no reason to hate Limp
come on.
Bizkit, but
Dude. In 2001, when you're 10, there's no reason to hate Limp Bizkit when you're a young
you're
white
right,
male. There's no fucking reason. But I remember he had Limp Bizkit posters all over his wall, and I remember walking into his room and being like, "Fuck Limp Bizkit! It's all about Slayer!" And fucking 9 years old, 10 years old, just fucking berating my best friend.
Oh man, just picture that in your mind. A little 10-year-old going, "Fucking Slayer!
Fucking Slayer!" Yeah, and it's so ironic because 3 years later, when I moved to California, I was super into metal, and when I heard Limp Bizkit with fresh ears at 12, 13 years old, I was fucking mind
That changed,
blown.
yeah.
And I was such an angry kid that I immediately connected with that shit. So it's weird to say Fred Durst is my fucking, is the reason that I wanted to start rapping. And to this day,
Not Eminem, no.
Well, a little bit of Eminem, but I didn't admit it for years because immediately when you're fucking white, that's the go-to.
Everybody's
well, fucking fat Eminem, want to be Eminem. I remember, dude, ninth grade, I tried to bleach my hair. Do you remember that?
Yes,
I tried to bleach my hair and it did not come out well, man. It turned orange.
Yeah, it literally looked like
the fat Eminem.
Like,
the fat Eminem, Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, hearing Limp Bizkit, and then I got into Kid Rock, and it's like you have to laugh about it now, but I still fucking love both of those. I love Kid Rock and I love Limp Bizkit to this day, and at this point, I don't give a fuck. I'm 24. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be I was when I was 14.
You love what you love, dude.
Yeah.
It's not, nobody's here to judge.
Yeah, and I can surpass both of them as an MC now, so it's fine.
Ooh, you hear that? Kid
Call
Rock.
out! Call out!
Fred Durst, Kid Rock. If you
Bring
hear
it.
this,
Yeah.
all right. So you started out with Christian rap, all that dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, how you said that you're an angry person. I mean, obviously, I already know that you're an angry person.
Yeah.
You've got. I know your life.
Everyone knows I'm an angry person.
How were you even able to write Christian songs? Did you
Because
have to
I was
run them through
gripping
somebody?
onto any fucking hope that was available. I was taking in every positive. I did get into Christian music for a long time. I was into Christian rappers and I was into Christian metal
You're trying
bands.
to, so to speak, save your soul.
Yeah, and I don't know if I thought of it at that time, but looking back, I think I was definitely trying to grasp onto any positive fucking thing.
And that just went out the door.
No, yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, actually, that's what I wanted to bring out was that, like, the whole transition coming from Christian to what you do now.
Well, it's such a fucking weird. It's such a weird thing because growing up, like I said, Slayer. When I was a kid, dude, I was into Megadeth, White Zombie, Slayer, fucking 6 Feet Under. I was into the shit that my Speed Freak parents loved, you know? I was into the death metal, I was into thrash metal. Anything that had rapping in it or singing in it, I just didn't fucking like. So I went from that to Christian music, straight back to that.
But this time you're rapping about it.
Yeah.
This time it's your own.
Yeah. What was the question?
Okay, no. Actually, it wasn't just a question. It was just an observation I made. The question now is, so pretty much like you just let go of the whole Christian idea, and you're just like, fuck it, I'm just going to write about what I want to write about, pretty much.
Yeah. I'd say as soon as fucking high school was over.
Well, when high school ended, you moved back to Oregon, didn't you?
Yeah. I guess that's the fucking
that was
demise.
The demise of it all.
Of the Christian rap.
Yeah, if you have a problem with addiction or you are easily susceptible to influence or anything, don't go to Oregon.
Yeah, don't. Especially Southern Oregon. And don't hang out with a bunch of fucking speed freaks.
Yeah,
it's not good for you.
That's
and
all
don't
they'll
take
do.
and don't take your girlfriend who's never been out of the fucking state. A fucking Southern California girl.
Because she will come back pregnant.
Yeah, and hating you.
Freaked out from your fucked up family.
Yeah, I told her. All right, maybe I didn't.
So then let's get back to your writing then. Like, did you? I mean, obviously, well, we just went through the whole. You just kind of stopped giving. You stopped caring pretty much about the whole Christian idea and everything. Because I know, I remember this being a problem when you came back too. Was that you came to me, and you were just like, dude, these fucking people who like. All these people that followed me because of my Christian rap are now giving me shit.
Yeah,
like, dude,
I still get it.
You still,
dude. Okay, so I have this video, Sunshine, that we talked about before the podcast.
Sunshine
started.
is
It's the sunshine where the sun's shining. Everyone's invited, so come where the sunshine is. And dude, this video,
it's basically describing sunshine.
Yeah, it's
sunshine.
The idea of the song was fucking bring your friends, bring your family to the beach, and we'll all read the word and fucking.
Hey, are you sure? Because I could have sworn that it was just about the sun
yeah,
shining
it is
down.
about sun. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What the fuck were we talking about? The writing?
Yeah, pretty much. Like
you said you. Okay, oh yeah, okay. The backlash.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did have a semi-small following from my Christian rap. And I'd done songs with other Christian rappers, and those were the main fucking people that would come after me. Like,
dude.
You know, as soon as I released my first song, like, as not a Christian rapper, like, it was just fucking, it was over. And I got all this email and MySpace fucking messages saying, oh man, what happened to your Christian rap, man? I'll be praying for you, and... You know, it was ridiculous.
Okay, so then what's the most recent thing you've gotten then?
The most recent thing I've gotten is from somebody who saw the sun. I didn't even know. All right, that sunshine video, like I was saying, I took it off YouTube, right? Because I just for a while I didn't.
What?
I didn't want to.
Why? That's one of your greatest artworks ever.
I took it off YouTube, and started putting my devil shit up there, and I got a message recently. I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago. It was a guy saying, "Hey, I was looking around GodTube, GodTube.com, and I saw your video, and I was like, oh fuck, I cannot fucking escape from this shit."
Oh man!
So I go to GodTube, and that video has like 6,000 hits on GodTube.
Seriously?
Yeah,
dude, what the fuck are you doing? Go back to Christian rap.
No, I gotta start selling some fucking these sinners don't buy shit. Yeah,
they're not easily bought. That's why.
You know, it was just one of those typical messages I got. Like, I'll be praying for you, and you should go back to Christian rap. You're really talented, and blah blah blah. But what people don't understand is that it was never in my heart to do that shit. I was a fake the whole time. I was a fucking fraud.
Yeah, I mean, you would go in the studio, record your little Christian rap shit, and then you would fucking go down, and go do some rails. Or so, yeah,
yeah. So,
now, okay, so since we're on the whole snorting line aspect of it, the whole drug part, how do you really think that played a real huge part of writing the material? Like
my switching over.
Yeah.
it played the whole part in switching over, because as soon as I fucking started doing that, I became, when you do that shit, it just fucking, it brings out who you really are. And it makes you not give a fuck about anything. So
I would just assume it just brings out the worst in people.
Well, eventually it does.
Yeah.
Not in the beginning. It never does. But over time.
I see what you're saying. Like, like the first time you do it, you're just like, fuck yeah, I'm the greatest. I love this.
The first few years you do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't start to fucking, make you lose friends and lose everybody that fucking.
Yeah, not until you're doing it fucking.
Until you hear demons in your walls.
Punching shit.
Yeah, so I mean, as soon as I started doing that shit, it was over. I no longer gave a fuck what my grandma thought. I no longer gave a fuck what my Christian friends thought. And I've lost every single Christian friend. And, like, the word Christian is just people, especially us young people, just say, fuck that.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of good Christian friends,
dude.
man.
Westboro Baptist Church are considered Christians.
Yeah, well,
like,
fuck those
yeah, and then, like, I fucking
those
hate
aren't
those
those
people.
ain't Christians, man. They're all gonna fucking burn in hell.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
can't wait for that when I'm standing next to Satan jerking off on him.
But yeah, so I lost every single fucking Christian rap friend I had, every Christian rap fan that I had. It was just over. So I just no longer gave a flying fuck about it.
Yeah, well, we do have a piece of that for you, just so that everybody can get an idea of what we're talking about. I mean, obviously you can't go on YouTube or GodTube to listen to Sunshine, which in my opinion is a big mistake. You should have just left that. But just to give you an idea of the transition between being a Christian rapper to what Skribbal is doing now. This is tell us what it is.
This is Breathe Out from my new mixtape, Vulgar Display of Powder.
Living my life in a cold hell like a home. It's so dark and gray and old, but it's all that I got to show. And I know that my life is twisted up, fix it up, but the feeling that I get when I hit this blood just takes away the pain. Can't stand being in my brain. It's out here and I felt fear the minute that I took my first breath. Second that I opened up my eyes, I can see the demise of my purpose. So I rest, stress, and I always pray for the best. But I never know what that future holds, so I live my life to test your faith. My hate is far beyond your trust that I got above. I just wish that I could believe in it if my life wasn't so fucked up. Pass the weed, blast the peace, get me out of my mind state. Cut a line and then bust a rhyme, and I'm back to normal on my grind, mate. I breathe. I breathe out.
Yeah.
And I breathe.
Yeah, breathe that shit. See, why didn't you have that back there at some point?
You missed it.
Oh, yeah, I did, huh? Sorry, wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, I mean, shit.
I've come a long way.
Yeah, you come a long ways. You just like did the exact opposite. You come a long way just on the other end of the spectrum.
I think it makes for a great story if I ever fucking, if I get to this point where I can make something out of myself as a fucking MC. It's a great story from Christian rapper to fucking straight to Satan.
Yeah.
It's pretty from
dark and then now to sober guy too. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So
hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah. Well, you're doing good so far.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not.
good.
Yeah. You're not trying to.
Like I said, the hardest thing is the weed. To not smoke. I haven't smoked weed in 6 days. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
I'm fucking thinking of it every minute of every day.
The last time I smoked weed was like what, Monday?
Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay.
I see that.
The time before that was like 3 days. I don't know. Actually, I've been doing pretty good about not smoking. Like I'll probably go a whole month with only smoking once.
Well, see, I realized that when I thought about it, I thought, how long has it been? Like, how long has it been since I've not smoked weed for like a week? And it's probably been like 8 years.
Really?
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
At least, like, you know, whether it was weed or resin or fucking, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard this already on the first episode. We had some mad red sessions.
Oh,
dude.
hell yeah, man.
Break
Fuck all
pipe,
these
dude.
weed fucking sissy bitches.
We would break pipes just to scrape the res out of them.
Dude, I remember people didn't even know you could smoke that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, man? You're just fucking scraping it and
Wasting
throwing
your
it
money?
away?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wasting your money.
You know
too?
how high you can get from that shit if you just scrape one piece and you'll have the fattest fucking bowl.
I don't know, like, especially if you had the good kind that, like, you would scrape it and be all solid, and as soon as you put the lighter over it, turned to liquid.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, dude, that's like 5 hits right there.
Yeah, all right, let's stop talking about it.
All right, well, obviously, it's a lot darker than fucking Christian rap, dude.
A little bit.
It's like, yeah, dude.
A little bit.
How do you feel, like, in what way do you think metal comes into a play with it? Like, you just...
I don't know. I mean, I'm a metal. I don't even listen to rap. It's to this day. Yeah, the only rap I listen to is if it's rap metal, which is, you know, like saying you listen to hair metal these days. But I don't give a fuck. You know, that's the whole reason. Like I said earlier, that I got into rap was because of metal. So it's always been weird because like everyone's known me like, oh, that's the fucking. In high school I was the Christian rapper, but now I'm just that rapper. But I couldn't name you one fucking rapper on the radio. I couldn't, you know. If I do listen to hip hop, it's underground hip hop. But
shit people don't never even heard
yeah,
of. And...
yeah. All this underground hardcore shit.
Well, all right, so you said you had a following, you know, with your whole Christian rap thing. Let's take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Because my next thing is, what are those shows that you had shows, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You told me about them.
Mm-hmm.
Take us through some of those shows. Like, what was the first show you've ever done?
The first show I think I ever did was at my grandma's church. Right around the block from my old pad. And I discovered the church.
Is that the one that's on
It's on El Monte Avenue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a tiny little church. And
Now
I
it's all Asian now,
have that
dude.
show on fucking DVD.
Please tell me you still have
30
that.
I still have it.
Oh
it's
my God.
cringeworthy. I cannot watch it.
I'm gonna borrow that.
No, you ain't, motherfucker.
Yes, I'm gonna break in here. Or does your grandma still have it?
Nah, she never had it.
And she never. Oh,
No,
so you
I
have
had-
it.
I
You
got
have
3
it.
copies of that shit.
Oh, dude, I am taking one of those copies.
You know what? I put it in recently, and I was like, you know what? I know this is gonna be cringeworthy, but I just gotta try and watch it. Couldn't get through the first 2 minutes of it. No, dude, it's just
love it.
the entire. First of all, it wasn't like a packed house. It was, I think, fucking 10, 15 people, and it was like fucking raging.
Dude, I should have took a picture of your first mixtape you put out. The one
I
where
should have
you-
taken a picture of it.
If you know Skribbal, just picture him with your typical 2001 angsty teen spiky hair,
Uh-huh.
fucking leather cuffs, with a black button-down shirt.
That wasn't a mixtape. That was an LP, sir.
Oh my God!
It was called Social Experiment. All right.
It definitely was an
And
experiment.
it had 13 tracks of hot hip hop for Jesus Christ. Yeah, I still got 100 copies of that. Didn't nobody buy that shit. Oh, dude, you know what? I found it at Savers. I
No
found
way.
2 copies of it
You
at Savers.
found 2 copies
Yeah,
of your
dude.
own LP
Yeah.
at Savers.
I did, and you know what? I didn't buy it. I was gonna buy it because it's only like 50 cents. You know, I want it with all my heart. I wanted to get it just to take it off the fucking shelf, but I didn't. You know why?
Actually, what I think, you wanted to buy it so you can put it on the counter, and the person ringing you up is like, "Hey, is that you?"
No, that's exactly why I didn't buy it. Because that cover is just fucking an abomination,
dude.
man.
What are you talking about? It's the greatest cover I've ever seen.
I'm so slick back. I got no fucking facial hair. I'm 16.
You're just an innocent little Jesus boy.
You know?
All right.
At least on
so
the cover.
Your first show was at your grandma's church.
Yeah.
What are some of the shows that followed?
I mean, as a Christian rapper, they were all just about all of them were church shows. I had this homie, Decode.
Decode.
Decode. He was a Mexican dude who had
Like
a
Da Vinci's
thick,
Decode?
Yeah, who had a thick fucking Mexican accent. And he would try and rap, right? And it took him like 4 years to record his album because you just had to retrack the shit over and over and over again.
Because the English got better.
Yeah, dude, he was trying to rap in English, and I'm like, dude, when you rap in Spanish, you don't sound bad, even though I hate fucking Chicano rap and shit like that. But when he would rap in Spanish, it sounded good, but when he would do the English, the accent just fucking came out. So I did.
I was rolling down on my bike, and then Jesus was like, hey.
So most of the shows were with him. I did one big show, and it was the last show I did as a Christian rapper. And for the show, I took out all the Christian rap songs, and I added only fucking all the shit that my grandma never heard.
Nice.
Right? So I came out, and it was opening for Atmosphere at this.
See, that's fucking impressive, dude. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, it was like third on the fucking bill before Atmosphere, and it was a bunch of rappers, but I didn't give a fuck.
Still, I know, still, just to be on that stage, you know, with people who have made it.
Yeah.
Who are actually a big influence on today's
and you know,
music.
it was like a quarter full, you know? It wasn't bad. There was probably like 200 people in there at that point.
Right on.
But I just remember the beat dropped, and I'm all, I started doing that shit. And everyone was just like, oh, shit, all right. And then I just failed miserably for the rest of the set. I opened with the best song and just bombed fucking. And, you know, I never told anybody that I bombed after that. I just tell people I opened for Atmosphere, but I bombed after that song. Because I came out too strong. I came out way too strong, dude.
What, like everything else wasn't...
I mean, I was forgetting shit because I was nervous.
Oh,
you know, dude, 200 people. That was the most people I'd ever.
Nerves, yeah. You caught the fear.
Yeah, and it was all shit I hadn't really practiced because when I was practicing in my room, and I had to be practicing the Christian shit that I wasn't gonna do.
So knowing that you're practicing what
I mean, I would practice.
Obviously, wasn't it? Did you what happened? Like, you just last minute were just like, fuck these songs, I'm not gonna do them.
No,
or?
I knew like a week in advance what I was gonna do. But, you know, I practiced a couple times. You know, I would practice in my head. I practiced when my grandma was at work. But for the most part, you know, I was just in my room rapping. That's all it was. So when the show finally came, I just fucked up. You know, I entered so strong that I should have saved that one for last. I should have opened up shitty and not had such a high expectation with my, you know, that kind of shit.
Sound like an Italian trying to talk right now.
Thus ending that was the final show. This ending the Christian rap
career, and then all this shit comes out. Yeah, fucking just.
Then toying with the devil and fucking vulgar display of powder.
Was it toying with the devil or was it
certified
toying with madness?
fire and toying with madness? That's part 2.
Oh,
it was a concept mixtape, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It had no concept, but it was just a cool title.
2 cool titles, right?
Yeah, my main shit was just I would always write the title first. If I had a sick title, I'd be like, all right, it's got to be based around this title. So Sicko with a Pistol and just like all kinds of fucking. I would write the title first, and then I would write the song based on the title.
So you would go off the title of the song.
Yeah.
So you would have a really good idea, and then just be like, yeah, or just come up with a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, fuck yeah.
And set the stage for what the song would be.
Ah, all right.
So it was all about coming up with the most fucking offensive or just degenerate sounding titles that I could come up with. That was beautiful.
Okay, I just pulled up your SoundCloud page right now. And I love that the first thing you have your tracks and then your description is, I popped out of my mama's pussy with the crack pipe. The goddamn devil, man. El Monte, California, 626 shit.
Yep.
It's like, it doesn't even rhyme.
I popped out mama's pussy with a crack pipe. Jacked the stash of crack and smoked it that night.
Is that really how it goes?
Yeah.
You should have just kept that in.
I know.
All right, so then let me ask you, because I'm going through the tracks right now. Was Leech the first thing, like the first one?
No. SoundCloud, I don't really update that shit. Like, I just threw a few tracks on there. My main, the main page where all my fucking mixtapes and shit are is skribbal.bandcamp.com.
Skribbal.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. One time at Bandcamp.
But in case everybody wants to catch it, skribbal.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, Skribbal, Skribbal.
Just ask your autistic cousin how they spell Skribbal.
Oh, they're fans for sure.
And that's
the
how
retards
that's
and the
how it's
autistics
spelled.
are the big fans.
Whoa, dude, you can't say retards anymore, right?
Fuck that shit. Pussified
Yeah,
America.
fuck that. All right, so Leech then.
I got a funny story about Leech. At that point when
Hold on, wait. I don't want to hear about Leech.
okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
At that point, I was still living with my grandmother, but I'd already come back from Oregon, and she'd already accepted that I was now a degenerate fuck, and so I remember recording that song, and there's a line in that song, Mary had a little lamb pulling down her underpants, stuck its fucking cock in a twat till she couldn't stand, came to me to please her, thought that I would eat her, well I did, literally, that bitch is in my freezer.
Jesus.
And I take the headphones off, and I hear my door open, right? And it's my grandma. She's all, "Who was that song about?" I was like, "It's a fucking song. I don't know anybody who's actually fucking animals."
Oh my god. She's just sitting there like, whoa, that poor lamb.
Look, I'll never fuck a lamb, but I will fuck a goat.
All right, actually, because I actually did listen to everything you have on SoundCloud, and one that I thought was pretty fucking cool was "Hate Breeder." Why?
That's an unreleased song.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's not on any mixtape or anything. I did that song for Jamie Josta.
I was just gonna say that because I know he has his own podcast. Did he actually play it on the show?
No, he didn't play it on the show, but he acknowleded the song.
Oh
so I was
my
kind of
That's
because I've done a lot of songs for podcasts like Dean
Yeah.
Del Rey. He played my song.
Oh, dude. Speaking of which, Dean Del Rey actually was gonna do one of Ryan's shows.
I know. I love
Yeah.
Dean Del Rey.
Yeah.
I told Ryan about Dean. Well, I don't know. I mean, I
don't
remember.
think you told him.
I remember early on, like right when he started doing comedy, I was telling him, "Dude, this dude Dean Del Rey," and he was like, "Oh, okay." Like, but
Oh, maybe. Then.
yeah. So I've had him play. The classic metal show.
Yeah.
I did a song for them, and it's become a permanent part of their fucking
You
20,
also did
20-year
one
show.
for Tom Segura too, right?
Yep, Tom Segura. Yep. And they played that one, and he followed me on Twitter, and fucking he tweeted out my shit. So
Oh, sick.
That was big for me, man. Like
Yeah.
I love Joe Rogan. I love the Joe Rogan podcast, and when I heard Tom Segura on the Joe Rogan podcast, I became an immediate fan.
Oh, okay.
And then I
I
got
thought you were about to say like, yeah, and he told Joe Rogan about it. I was like, dude.
Yeah, I think those thoughts, but I fucking doubt it.
Well, you know what, man? I'm gonna give you the pleasure of having it played on a podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is Hate Breeder. Everybody, take a cool listen.
Exclusive. I was chilling in my dark black cave with a microphone strapped to my arm /blade, sniffing cocaine with some fat thumb slide. First time she played me Hate Breed. My God, I was struck. Finished sniffing lines off my car, then I cop supremacy on my way to the club. Threw it on the stereo, loaded my gun, walked into the club and I blasted everyone. Run, bitch, run. Hate Breeder rappers die hard as they come to feed us. Listen to the mind of a genius. Jamie Josta, rockstar leaders. Show us the divinity of purpose. Feed us to a podcast that we can all blast like heaters. Freedom, fuck the radio, who needs them? Fuck an interview, conversation is the reason we stay. Enough of these faggot DJs. It's time for a savage to invade your airwaves. But that'll never happen if you happen to be real. So Josta got a podcast blasted if you will. For the lions. For the motherfucking lions.
You didn't do it for the Lions, though.
I did it for the pussy. I do podcast songs for the pussy.
And pretty sure that was working out great for
yeah,
you now.
yeah, it's fucking great.
Sorry if I was blowing out your ears, ladies and gentlemen, because I forgot to adjust the volume.
Fuck it,
on
it's the
the
goddamn devil, man.
internet. Yeah. Oh man. All right, so I thought that was sick, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Too bad he never played it, that
Yeah,
fuckface.
motherfucker.
I just ruined any chance of him possibly playing it.
Didn't he? You said he acknowledged it.
He acknowledged it, but that ain't the same.
I know, but what did he say? He was just like, "Oh,
he didn't say
this.
nothing. He fucking favorited the tweet that I tweeted to him. That's it.
Oh,
That's
wow.
acknowledging it, But
That's not even acknowledging it. That's just being like,
it means he
cool,
saw it.
click.
It means he saw it. I don't know if he listened to it, but
You probably didn't even listen to it, motherfucker.
I'll probably fucking send it to him again. But
It's okay, dude. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Hatebreed's gonna be at Ozfest, I think, this year.
is he?
Ozfest,
Is that the
Knotfest?
Knotfest fucking?
Dude, have you not seen the
I've seen
Knotfest
it.
lineup?
Yeah, I just know that Megadeth's on it.
Yeah, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, Black
Half
Sabbath.
of Slayer, by the way.
Yeah, half of Slayer.
I just have no interest. Like the new Slayer, it's just half a Slayer.
Gary Holt's pretty sick though.
I love
he's a
Gary
good-
Holt.
Yeah, I think Gary Holt was a pretty good
For Exodus. I mean, he's
I think
great.
it was a pretty good fill though to
Yeah.
cover.
I mean, if you
Jeff.
have to have someone to fucking
Take
cover
over
Jeff
Jeff,
Hanneman,
yeah. Yeah.
But I never realized how fucking crucial Jeff Hanneman was to fucking Slayer until he died. And then I look back at all my favorite songs by Slayer, and it's all Jay Hanneman. Every
Yeah.
single one of them.
Yep, that guy was pretty fucking
And you know what?
badass.
And you know what? His solos were actual solos, and not Gary King solos. Not just fucking
Not just high screeches and
cats
whammy bar.
fucking- yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, fuck. Again, I was having technical problems, so if you're listening to this and it sounded kind of weird, and now it sounds pretty normal.
This is the Technical Difficulties Podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm changing the name of it down to.
Let's talk about Ratt and Dawkins, bro. This is the Rat Talk Podcast.
Wait, what? I'm not. What am I doing now?
What?
Okay.
Dude, I wanted to tell you this. Because of the classic metal show. All right, well, you know me. I've been bagging on fucking hair metal bands like everyone bags on new metal bands. You know, like for years, dude. Fuck Ratt. Fuck Dawkins.
Hey, dude, I'm sitting right here.
Dude, even fuck Motley Crue. I've been that way forever. Now,
My mom loves Motley Crue. That's the only reason why I like Motley Crue.
And this is going back to your mother too.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Mom.
All right, so I remember we were getting stoned in your garage one time, and your mom walked in, and we were in full discussion of fuck Ratt and like fuck all these hair bands, right? And I said fuck Dawkins, and your mom fucking turns her head, she's like, "Hey, Dawkins fucking kicks ass," and I was like, and like she shut me down. Well, 3 years later, here we are, and dude, Dawkins kicks ass, dude. Like I don't. Because of the classic metal show, man, they were fucking always talking. Don Dawkins is like the dude from the classic metal. It's like his best friend for like 20 years. And I was hearing interviews with Don Dawkins, and I'm like, you know what? This motherfucker sounds like down to earth and cool. Maybe I should give his music another listen. And I did.
This guy seems like he's all right. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. And I fucking listened to it. I'm like, Dawkins rocking, man. Fucking George Lynch shreds.
Yeah.
And so the props to your mother. She's here. And that's fucking, you know what? You were right. And
No, I told her you were going to be on,
ass.
so I don't think she's going to listen to this.
Of course not. This will be your least listened to podcast.
By my family. Dude, actually, my Nina told me she listened the other day, and I was like, oh, shit, maybe I shouldn't have you on. But nah, fuck that. This is a great episode.
Skribble's not family friendly, man.
Definitely not for... Don't invite Skribbal anywhere with a date or...
No.
Your family
That's a bad idea.
your little children, especially your little children.
All right, well, let's relax there.
No, all right, yeah, I forgot. You're a proud father.
Yes.
Yes.
To my beautiful little 4-year-old boy, Dominic.
Kick-ass kid, by the way.
He's the main positive in my life.
So it keeping you going right now, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I was just gonna ask you something, and now I totally forgot.
That's great for podcasts.
I know. Fucking great.
Just let
right
the
now.
dead air ride, man. Do like Opie and Anthony and just fucking... Oh, yeah.
Nope. Oh, that's what it was. I was. Do you remember what I had to tell my girlfriend, my current girlfriend?
Yes, you already know. I fucking know what
Dude,
you're gonna say.
love this fucking story. All right, because I had just started dating my current girlfriend now, Amanda, and she was at the house. We were hanging out. We just got done having sex, And then Gabriel hits me up, and he's like, "Yo, dude, you want to hang out?"
Let's just clarify that you and Amanda got done having sex, right? Not
No,
me
and you got done having.
Oh, it was that time. Okay.
No, yes, me and Amanda just got done doing it,
Uh-huh.
and I looked at my phone, and I had 2 messages from you. One, always your trademark "yo" with 2 O's. And then the second one was, "You down to kick it, man? I got a dime bag," or something like that. Like I just picked up, and I was like, "Well, I don't want you to hang out with me and my girlfriend, but I do want to get high right now."
The dilemma.
So I was like, "Fuck it. If she's gonna break up with me, I would rather have it because your friends are fucked up."
Yeah.
So I don't even.
It might as well not anything personal, but you should blame it on my friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
So I tell Gabriel to come over, and he's like, "All right, I'm on my way." I got off the phone. I got done texting him, and I sat there for like a good 5 minutes, just thinking, like, "Fuck, what did I just get myself into?"
Thanks.
And then I was like, "All right, maybe I should warn her." So I go to Amanda and I tell her, "Hey, my friend Gabriel's coming over. He might seem like he hates you, but don't worry, he just hates all women."
It's true.
I did, honestly, every single time.
Ask any ex-girlfriend of mine.
Anytime you talk about women, it's always, "Yeah, dude, so this one bitch, yeah, so this fucking twat comes over here."
Can we bring up the famous Justin incident?
Oh my God.
Why don't you talk about that for a minute?
I'm gonna let you talk about that because that's your story. I was just on the outside and going, "Jesus Christ."
So what was it? You guys were going to Megadeth.
Yes.
Your girlfriend, was your girlfriend going, or was
No.
this
This was before me and Amanda had started.
Okay, so my homie Justin had this fucking girlfriend, or still has this. He's still with her? Right?
Yeah, they're living together now.
The fuck are you together with one chick for the fuck? All right, I won't get into that. To fucking start more problems from a guy who beat my ass. So all I asked was, are you bringing your bitch with you? And I don't know. I don't remember if she was there or if I texted it. I don't know.
No, it was on Facebook.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It was on Facebook because I think he posted something about it. And you're like, "Oh, are you taking your bitch with you?"
Yeah.
And she saw it.
Yeah.
Because, she saw it and got so
and
fucking
she's hated me
pissed.
ever since.
And then she got mad at him because he let you call her a bitch, and then so he got mad at you for calling her a bitch.
And then he threatened. Now, mind you, I've known Justin for years.
Yeah.
He's known. He knows me.
Totally, yeah.
He knows how I talk. He knows everything.
He knows your regard to women.
Yeah, and but see, even that, I'm like my parents. All right, I'm like my father in some ways, and one of those ways is just your woman is your bitch. You know, I could have called her your old lady, but she probably would have been that's more offensive to a young woman than I think a bitch is. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're both equally offensive, I guess, to fucking liberals.
Yeah.
Liberals who are offended at words.
Yeah. Fuck. Welcome to.
So yeah, it's like, dude,
the 2000s. I was
just referring to your girlfriend, dude. That's all.
But he got so mad.
I've never seen him that way, dude. And I haven't sine him that way since. But
now what it's gonna be?
Yeah.
You're bringing up the story about my girlfriend for fucker.
Why are you listening to the podcast?
Fuck him, dude. He better be listening to this shit. All right,
motherfucker. Not returning my calls. Least you could do is listen to me and fucking Matt fucking spew about you and your girlfriend.
Yeah, there you go. Don't worry, dude. We talk about everybody's girlfriend. Let's talk about your ex-girlfriend. Fuck that.
Which one?
What happened to that crazy one, dude?
Which one?
The one that tried to stick your fingers in your butt.
We'll not talk about that.
You're not getting that.
Look, I just wanted to snort a line off her ass. All right? That's all it was.
Dude, come on. You got to give and receive.
Fuck that.
Give a little, take a little.
Fuck that.
Oh, man.
So I got a new mixtape coming out Friday.
Is it coming out Friday?
It's coming out Friday. That will be tomorrow by the time any of you faggot motherfuckers are listening to this.
Yep. I do post on Thursdays.
And it's called Vulgar Display of Powder. If you don't get that, you shouldn't be listening to this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
And it'll be available at
rules.
Skribbal.bandcamp.com. It's got 14 tracks. And then...
Wait, everything's on there already? Or
No, not yet. It'll be on there Friday.
okay.
It's got 14 tracks. And then this fall, I will be releasing an actual album, physical...
An actual
album that I've been recording at the studio with Ice-T's old producer from the Rhyme Syndicate days.
Nice.
And it's called Drug Spun Funk.
Drug
Spun Funk. And it will be out fall of this year, and you'll be
DSF,
able to
bro.
get that on iTunes and fucking all that shit. Physical CDs if you want to copy.
Vinyls, bro.
Vinyls.
Vinyls.
Nah, no fucking vinyls. Cassettes.
Yes.
Cassettes,
oh,
motherfucker.
cassettes.
None of that hipster vinyl shit.
Yeah, there you
I'm bringing
go.
cassettes back, motherfucker.
Dude, are you kidding me? Give that like 2 more years, and everybody's gonna want cassettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a huge cassette collection.
I bet you do
I
have a huge cassette.
You know why I love cassettes? Because I feel like I'm in 1994 when I throw on Divine Intervention, Slayer Divine, or
yeah.
I feel like when I put that tape in, I feel like I'm transported to fucking.
It's a time machine
Yeah,
that you just.
you really do. When you fucking press play and you hear the.
You know,
You just-
honestly, I do feel like that because you know my mom has vinyls,
Mm-hmm.
and actually I found an original press Doors vinyl
Nice.
from 1963, and that dude, it seriously like
It transports
dude,
you.
we sat there and we're just like, dude, imagine how many joints have been smoked.
Oh my God.
listening to this
Just look at-
physical record.
Just look in the vinyl sleeve and see how many fucking stems and seeds
Huh.
you can find. I went through my grandpa's record collection when he died, and dude, I just saw white lines, fucking
Little
seeds.
flakes everywhere.
Yeah, man, that was the shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's rock and roll.
As much
right
as
there,
I hate
right?
hipsters, man, vinyl's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Fuck hipsters. Ruining that shit. But yeah, if you do that, cassettes. I'm down. I'm down for cassettes.
I'll do
dude.
like a limited cassette fucking run. I'll do
Hell
like
yeah.
50, press up 50 cassettes.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone even does that anymore.
I don't think
I'm sure you
anybody
can.
does that anymore.
I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
Well, I know the guy that I used to get my tattoos from, Jim. He literally carried around a big ass duffel bag full of cassettes.
Yeah, Jim's the shit.
Yeah.
I told him he's the only one I ever met who knew who Annihilator was.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Because
and-
you showed me Annihilator.
yeah. Anyone that I know who knows who Annihilator is because I showed them who Annihilator is, right?
Yeah.
But I remember I think it was when you were getting your Megadeth tattoo. Did you get that in the garage?
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It was then. I was there, and I was just talking to him about fucking Annihilator and all these old cassettes and shit. But I fucking love it.
Dude, that guy's fucking OG, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right, so you got this album coming out. Mixtape's coming out this Friday. And is the mixtape, does that have anything to do with the album?
No.
No?
No, this is all shit that was recorded at 3 a.m, like I said. And it has nothing to do with the album. This album that I'm working on, I had a job at a catering place that I lost, and I fucked that up.
For the same reason you fuck everything up.
Yeah,
huh?
lines. But I met this guy named Dennis, and he kept inviting me to the studio, and he's like, "Hey, come down to the studio. We got this killer studio, and all these producers. We'll fucking hook you up. We'll record some shit. We won't charge you for any beats. We'll record an album and all this shit." And it took me 6 months to get there. You know, I procrastinate. I'm very antisocial.
I mean, okay, yeah, I was just going to say, was it just because you just didn't want to go at that time, or?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go, but the fucking addict in me was just like, fuck that, just stay home and fucking sit in a corner and fucking smoke dope.
Yeah.
But
Typical addict.
but the first time I did go there, I was lit as fuck, and I walk in and it's just all these fucking dudes, and I was out 30 minutes later because my homie's like, dude, you are sweating like a motherfucker. I was like, oh shit. So I just got the fuck out,
Oh, my God.
and I came back 3 months later, and
Okay, wait, so that first time you went in,
I
did
went
you record
in,
anything?
No, I spit for him. I did some "Living in the World, but the mind so gone." Living in the world, but the psycho mom. Like I did. They wanted me
Yeah.
to do some double time shit for all the producers, and their minds were blown. Not to sound like a cocky asshole, but they were. And
well, I'm pretty sure they were also thinking like, man, this guy's on a good one right now.
Yeah, nobody said anything, but definitely.
Yeah,
they
were all
hint.
thinking it.
Yeah, and so I went back like 3 months later, and I was lit again. And Dennis takes me outside. You know, even though I was lit, I was sitting there quiet. I was just intimidated, you know, by all these fucking producers. And Dennis takes me outside, and he says, "I really need you to if you hear something you like, just start spitting. Like, just start fucking ripping it. Just go at it. Don't be intimidated." He's all, "I got a producer in here, B-Wit. This is basically his studio, okay? He produced for Ice-T. He produced for all the, he got fucking Wu-Tang signed. He got fucking, I think it was Busta Rhymes or some shit. Like, all these, and dude, that just put the pressure on, and so I went back inside, and my stomach was just fucking nerves, dude. Nothing but nerves.
Knots and shit.
But I went in there, and something came out, man, and I just started going at it. And ever since then, man, I'm there every week. And we've been putting together this record. And
how long has it been so far?
It's been about 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it'll be a full record. But,
So are you coming close to ending recording sessions, and then after that would be just mastering?
Yeah, that's why it'll be out in the fall. I got about 6 more tracks to record.
Oh, sick.
You know, we're gonna try and do like 20 to 30 songs and pick the best ones.
All right.
So that's how it's working.
And how many tracks is this record gonna be?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
Anything from 12 to 16, probably. Typical rap.
Damn,
kind of album.
Half of the songs you're putting out.
You know, full production. Not, you know, my mixtape shit, all that shit, that Breathe Out song we heard, that's all me. I record all that shit.
Yeah.
So this is real legit studio, mixed, mastered, legit.
It's got almost a label on it, pretty much.
We're B-Way, who I told you was Rhyme Syndicate Ice-T producer. He's remaking 6 in the Morning by Ice-T. And it's going to be 666 in the morning, of course. So I'm stoked about that one. But it's a lot of good shit. We got Copyright, rapper named Copyright, rapper named The Joker on it. We're probably going to have some more features on there, but that's it right now. And that'll be out in the fall, like I said.
All right. Well, you did bring in the mix for it, too. This is kind of a long one, so just stick through it, people.
This is the mix for Vulgar Display of Powder. And that'll be out this Friday for free.
What's the record called? Do you know what the record's going to be called?
The new one?
Yeah.
Drug Spun Funk.
Drug Spun Funk.
Drug Spun Funk. Sounds some intergalactic fucking...
Drug Spun Funk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got away with titles, man. What can I say?
All right, so then everybody keep an eye out for that coming out this fall. As a matter of fact, I'll probably have you again to announce it and everything. So thank you for coming in, dude.
No doubt.
This is fucking awesome.
I love the podcast.
Yeah, this is probably the funnest one that I've done so far. No, I mean it's the only third one, but it's been great so far. Do you want to give everybody your shit right now to where they can follow you?
Twitter, Skribbal. Skribbal.bandcamp.com, youtube.com/SkribbalTV. It's just fucking Google my name and you'll find all kinds of shit.
And that's Skribbal spelled retarded.
Retardedly, Skribbal.
All right, so that's pretty much it. Thanks again, dude, for coming out.
Of course.
One more time, I want to thank the Homecast guys for letting me record in their studio.
Word.
Yep. Thank you, Justin, for making that awesome graphic that I'll be using for my shows, and thank you to the listeners. I am Matt the Rat, and this was Rat Talk.
Peace.
Hold on, wait.
Peace.
Yeah.
God damn it, peace.
Almost played the wrong shit right now.
Who's the man riding in a blue sedan, shooting through your growing fan, turn you black and blue? I am the maddest of the fiends, savage feeling mean, blasting Sabbath on the iPod to cover up the screams. Attention, quickly destroy the system, blackmail the universe and force them all to listen. Fucking up the protocol, I'm gonna stop, follow, no one's long. Hollow tips and shallow graves, the future for all those involved. Speaking out against me, go ahead and tell me, don't watch a little baby, barbecue that serve to all. up in a hurry, about to bury y'all in dog shit. Mama called this morning, had a feeling that I lost it. Told her I was fast, snorted a line and cocked that Glock. Pentagrams, crosses, and demons on the wall. All in all, I came out with a style so unique that I got horny old freaks backstage grabbing my balls. Cause I'm old and you swinging from my ball sack. Y'all ain't got the skill I got, bringing real hip hop back. You ain't got the skill I got to make it in this business. Cause you can't rap a single bar without being a dipshit. One, I'm the shit. She just sent me a text to dump a load in her vagina. Sniff the line of blow and hit the road to go and find her. Busted the nut of the crusty cut and lit the bitch on fire. Stone Messiah slinging dick like a professional. My bone got a mind of its own with glowing testicles. Psychosexual, the party never stops. Go and tell your friends to come and party with my cock. Hard as a rock, thick, spewing like a sewer line. Girlies getting buried head to toe in all this goo of mine. My fluid shit God, every day I'm fighting for my meals. It's amazing that I made it this far with them scars that never heal. Cause growing up was a mind fuck. Mom and pops had the lines cut. Sniffing rock at all times cause they never thought ahead that my mind's fucked. I'm a paranoid insider. Got no trust in your messiah. Baby, I know it. You hate me, I told you. This was the future. Our good days are broken. Couldn't trust you. Sure, I said I love you. What you expect from a man who just fucked you? What I wanted from you, I got too easy. Cold air is freezing and I'm feeling for a warm body. Lord, send me a horn, please, so I can treat her like shit and give her my disease. My liver is indeed drowning in a pool. Mind control devices encrypted into your phone. Tap into a military mode when activated. Aggravated on the spinning ball of shit. While Uncle Sam rapes us every chance that he gets. So fuck the system, I'm shitting on your laws. Pissing on these old politicians playing God. On some crazy shit, I think I need to sleep. Cause every time I stay up for a week, I start to freak like I'm far beyond the point of ever being saved. Pedal to the metal when I'm headed to the grave. I wrote this letter, it's forever, keep it safe. And know that I am better off trembling in pain. Pick up, big and shoot, pick up, big and shoot. Flash. I'm a pistol back a problem, pick up, big and shoot. Professional, ready to put about it to the roof. I'm got it with the shotty out the truth. The goddamn devil man back in the booth. Who's that new cat running with a crew racked down with his ass out shitting on the new rap? Devil man. Yeah, that might be the sicker with the best of the nigga ever your wife freaks. Slipping through your window with the middle of the night freaks. Stupid motherfucker like down with the bike, please. Where's your common sense, kids? I understand the cause, but standing on the freeway blocking cars, get a job, get a crew. I'm sure that I'ma get a label too. So here's a middle finger in advance. Fuck you. I guess we all forgot the phrase words don't hurt. I guess we all forgot about the lessons we learned. I guess we all forgot about the bully at our school who made us toughen up for the real world too.
Oh my God, you can't say that.
Pussified America.
You are promoting race culture.
Pussified America. It's that sunshine that's shining bright. When daylight dies, we gon' still be up getting drunk all night. It's that sunshine that's shining down. For the daylight rise, we gon' go another fucking round. I put it down for my friends and my enemies. Your rush, minds crushed when I bust, kicking up dust. Now I must fuck your ass up. If I adjust, then I add justice. No justice, no peace. Bloody body police. Belly of the beast got me feeling for a life pig. Light a motherfucker up just like ISIS. Sick kid living in a pig pen with nothing but a microphone branded to my dick skin. I met Satan face to face, emitting faithless rays. Drugs induced the chronic state, but opened up Lucifer's gate. The Antichrist prophesied 2,000 years ago. It's here to claim the world with flame in your eternal soul. Now who's to say that you who pray are being heard by God? It's torturous cause all these voices never fucking stop. For every prayer I heard, I learned another way to